Okay, take three. We got a fire Terra type Pokemon team. It's very fire. Uh, uh, uh. Anyways, so yeah, basically the gist is everybody can, turn into Terra Fire. Yes, I know most of these Pokemon, it's like their base thing, but Gyarados and Groudon were not. Also, we're facing Gab. Shout out Gab for the first battle. But anywho, because my Pyroar, I had two. One was ready. Anyways, I got one shiny, and it turned out to be Fire Terra, so I was pretty lucky at me. I had to find it, okay? It took me some time. I sacrificed a sandwich, okay? Anywho, alright, so they start off with Decidueye. This is my special Gyarados with max special attack and health. And yeah, it's just meant to intimidate stuff, throw out some special moves and stuff like that. So yeah, good thing Gyarados came in, or Groudon, because I was ready with the Hurricane, kind of predicting a switch, to be honest, or something. But yeah, that took me out with a Thunder, and Gyarados is down. I could have Terrified, but that would have been probably bad if they went for a Wild type move. But if only I got a Confusion, that would be pretty great. Anywho, we're gonna set up the Sundo with Groudon. This is also my special set. It has actually max speed with Choice Scarf. So people weren't really expecting it too much. We set off a nice Solar Beam and did some good damage. They did an Origin Pulse, which is a pretty good play because, yeah, they already took some damage. So, yeah. We do have Eruption on our own side, though. That was pretty nifty sometimes. Except for when we got hurt, obviously. So, they actually switch out into Umbreon, trying to probably keep the Kyogre for the rain, you know what I mean? So we're going to switch out into Pyroar, as this seems to be very specially defensive. And I want to see if I can get some flinches maybe with Pyroar or something. See if we get the nice shiny boy. But they set up a Reflect, so that's actually pretty terrible. So now my physical type attacks are going to be doing basically nothing. And we find out it has a Rocky Helmet. So, wow, that's just terrible. This Umbreon is really... and they confuse me. It's all bad. So Pyroar is confused. It's very unfortunate. Hope you guys have been doing good, by the way. I think tomorrow's Halloween when I'm recording this, so that's crazy. Happy Halloween if you guys, watch this during that. So yeah, Umbreon is in the spirit because it is a dark Pokemon. So it's gonna go for Dark Pulse. It's kind of just doing some damage, being annoying. We're kind of just stalling out the Reflect, I would suppose, but we're definitely taken out by this Dark Pulse, and that's Pyroar down. If I didn't mention, that was a Moxie set with max speed, max attack. It is Adamant Nature. So now we have Chi-Yu. Haven't really used this thing. It's kind of... okay, I know I'm being ridiculous with the Choice Specs Inferno. But yeah, so that's what I get for choosing Inferno. Umbreon didn't really get to do much there. I actually don't even know what it did. I went for Confused Race. That was pretty terrible. I was going to go for another Reflect. I hurt myself on the second turn, which is terrible. But I'm like, if this Inferno connects, you know what I mean? So they actually switch out, which is pretty ballsy. Probably trying to make my fire type attacks not too well, or as effective. So we do another miss. So this is like 3 misses in a row or something. I mean, one of my times I hurt myself, obviously, but so they're gonna do another switch in. I'm like, what the? Okay, Kyogre's out. So they send in Rayquaza, however you want to say that. So it's nice and shiny, looking good. And so now the effects of weather, though, have disappeared. So my Inferno is going to be doing probably the same amount of damage. So I thought that was pretty good. I'm thinking if this thing is physical, it'd be good to get a burn off. So that's what we kind of just went for. And it happened, so I was good because it has 100% sure, if it lands. But we get Earth Powered, so it's a special type Rayquaza. I'm like, what the heck? But look how much damage, though. Resisting, that's pretty crazy. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just try to try another one. And it will probably take down the Rayquaza with the burn damage. So, yeah, pretty good damage from Chinyu, however you pronounce it. Although they do have a berry, which I find out, which is pretty terrible for me. And they're going to finish me off with the Disrespect Thunder, although that is 100% accurate. But doesn't matter because it doesn't. The effects of weather. I'm confused. Rayquaza confuses me. But it's all good. So getting some more burn damage. The reflect wore off. Now we can send in Skeledirge. I'm thinking this is pretty much like our most bulky Pokemon. You know, not much going on for me here. They finish me off with an Earth, or they don't finish me off, but they take me down some pretty low damage. I go for a Hyper Voice, just trying to, like, you know, obviously I have Throw Spray. This is max special attack, and I kind of just have a mix in like health and defense and stuff, and special defense. So it's a pretty bulky, and it does some pretty good damage. That's kind of the gist. Survive an attack, you do an attack, and maybe if you get lucky, you can, like, obviously, you know, get some more attacks off. But the Decidueye comes back in, hits me with a Sucker Punch, pretty bad. If only had like Sting or something. Oh well, it was fine. So we send in Arcanine. This is my max attack, max speed, and we're just gonna go for Flare Blitz in the rain. I know I probably should have gone for, like, I don't know, Rock Head or something, but it still did some pretty alright damage, and we're gonna take it down by triple arrows, which is very effective. So that's down. I'm like, sheesh, we're looking pretty bad. Like, it's just not looking good. And they have leftovers too. Something, maybe it's like a bulky set. I have no idea. I don't know. I need to run my own Decidueye because they seem to be working. And I Terrasalized too late right here. I probably should have used it earlier, maybe on Gyarados, just to get like another attack off. That could have been pretty cool. And maybe I should have switched out to like Groudon. I could have played some Mind Tricks, you know what I mean? Whatever, it's all good. It's all good. Gyarados, you know. This is my first time using the team too, so I just thought it was a good match because it was funny. It was kind of like weather versus weather. We had the whole trio: Groudon, Rayquaza, Kyogre, and were we all shiny? I don't even remember, but we did take out the Decidueye somehow. Umbreon's gonna come in. Let's see how well it takes a half health Terra Fire in the Sun Groudon Eruption, and it takes it super well. Oh my god, almost embarrassing how well. So it's gonna go for Dark Pulse. We still are alive somehow. So let's see, 12 health Eruption from Groudon, Terra Fire in the Sun, max special attack. Did that even move? Did that even move? That's my question. And we're getting taken down by Dark Pulse, and that was a good battle. Thank you for the battle, Gab. That Umbreon was very thick, to be honest. And that Rayquaza did some good damage. Kyogre was a pain in the butt. But yeah, it was a good battle. Good battle, you know. Thank you, Gab. And on to the next one. So we're facing Drip Riley. He has a new Appleton Pokemon, which I'm pretty scared of. They got Gyarados also. So I was almost thinking I should start off with Gyarados. But I'm like, okay, let's start off with Groudon. Just because I don't see any counters to my Sun, apparently. So I thought that was a good idea, right? And yeah, so we'll see what they start off. Probably with Glamora, which is always pretty likely. But they actually start off with Delphox, which is shiny. It's looking very good. Almost like a ghost fire Pokemon. That would have been cool for Delphox. But it's psychic, which is cool too. Maybe more for Ninetales, right? So we went for Ancient Power. They actually Terra here. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, I thought they were going to Terrestrialize into, I don't even know. But I'm like, okay, first turn, let's go. Terra Fire, so they're taking advantage of my own Sun. And they actually outsped me, and they took me out in one shot. I'm like, what the heck? Ain't no way. So we're just going to go for a head smash with Arcanine, try to get a Revenge Gale. But they switch out, so I'm like, okay. Into their Glamora, which is not a bad play. They get, you know, to set up their Toxic, which is pretty terrible. That is a 2-hit KO, which is fortunate for me. We can take this out pretty soon. We are taking some damage from the Life Orb, though. And it seems like Glamora has the Rocky Helmet, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Toxic Debris, terrible. Arcanine getting hurt by a Rocky Helmet and a Life Orb. So the HP is going down. It's going down. Okay. So Delphox coming back in. I'm thinking this is definitely Choice Scarf because what the heck, man. So yeah, they outspeed me this time, so that's pretty much a confirmation. So I'm like, okay, this Delphox is pretty scary. Let's go for Skeledirge. We should be able to live, you know, pretty much whatever. I thought, okay, so they probably will switch out, or I could just go for a pretty safe hyper voice, just get my throat spray, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I do. So yeah, Gyarados comes in, so I was actually good that I didn't go for the torch song, which in the sun probably done some pretty much the same amount of damage with stab and stuff, you know. They're gonna intimidate me, which is kind of whatever, but we do get the throat spray off, which is good. We are toxic, which is not too well. Sun fades away as Gyarados comes in, which is good play for them. They probably already knew that. You can see in the menu, you know. So I'm thinking, let's go for Shadow Ball. That's pretty much my best play. They do have the waterfall, and I almost get taken down. And we do land, which is pretty nice. We don't get flinched or anything like that, which would have been pretty bad. And yeah, this Gyarados does have leftovers, which kind of sucks for me. And we're actually going to get taken down by the Toxic. So there goes Skeledirge. You did good, my guy. He's probably he's like a starter, so that's why I want to use him. I feel like I haven't used him in the main video. So yeah, that's kind of why this Terra team is a thing. And yeah, I kind of want to see Groudon, Terra, that's kind of thing, and Gyarados. So yeah, because the red skin he just went well, very well. So Pyroar coming in, we're going for Thunder Fang, take that down real quick. You know, I feel like a lot of times I underestimated Pyroar's speed compared to other Pokemon, which made me go for Tail Blaze sometimes too soon. So I got a speed check, you know what I mean? So we're looking pretty good though. We got the Moxie, and this thing I know is a monster in the defensive capabilities. It's gonna use its new ability to drop my evasiveness, which sucks. And they have Sucker Punch, which that was a critical hit. That's not doing too much damage. Although it is bad that we are toxic, so I'm like, oh, is this team kind of like, it's probably like more of a stalling set, which, wow, great job, you know. If only I had a poison type Pokemon. Who's poison fire? I don't remember. But yeah, we're not doing too well, you know. We're not getting any flinches because the Sucker Punch, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. We did get one flinch though when they decided to like not attack. I don't know what they were gonna do. Maybe they were gonna heal or something, which would be a pretty good move, I would say. But now that they're a pretty low health, I was like, okay, let's go Gyarados. You know, we don't have to touch the floor, so we're not gonna be, you know, toxic, which is pretty great. And we just go for a Hurricane and finish off the Diplin, that's what it's called. I need to get me one of those. I think I could. I have the apple, but whatever. The shiny one looks really good. So in comes King Gambit. I'm like, oof. They don't know what's about to happen right now. Terra Fire Blast. Let's go. So, okay. This was a pretty good idea, right? So we got the Mighty Gyarados turning into Terra Fire. Amazing. It's like Gyarados could be a Dragon type Pokemon. It could be a Fire type Pokemon. It could just be all sorts of things. Okay. And we missed. So that was pretty bad. That's kind of why I thought, oh, well, that's so terrible. So they go for a Swords Dance. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Okay. Like, I'm obviously being sarcastic. And they go for a Sucker Punch, and that almost takes me out. 15 health. And Gyarados decides to miss again. Oh my god, dude. I swear to god. I was so pissed right here. Like, I swear it would have taken it out if it even just touched this damn King Gambit. So, you know, you get unlucky. It's fine. Gyarados, you did terrible, but it's fine. You did land a Hurricane against Diplin. What else could I ask for? I suppose. So in comes Chi-Yu. This thing's definitely not gonna touch this thing, which I'm like, well, I put myself in this predicament. I got no choices but to go for Inferno. They go for Sucker Punch. Thank God I resist that, or I would have been a goner. But Inferno actually does land, and just seeing that makes me think, damn, Gyarados would have been so good if he just landed that goddamn Fire Blast. Oh, it's okay. I'm just salty about it. Don't worry about me. So in comes Cryogonal. I still don't know how to say his name. Inferno misses. Okay, so this is what they tell you about accuracy on moves. I am a prime example of why maybe 100% accuracy moves may be better than, you know, more power and like not as accurate, you know, you get the guaranteed. Oh yeah, I was just being ridiculous with Chi-Yu, to be honest. But if he hit, I don't know who his last Pokemon was, but I think I would have been able to maybe win, especially if Gyarados landed his attack. But it's all good. So in comes the next battle. It's so intense that we're already in the middle of it. So actually Terra Groudon here because I got the inspiration from that Delphox I fought earlier, and plus I saw this Grimmsnarl, and I just did not want to deal with anything it was gonna do. I predicted the reflect because I thought, oh, you know, Groudon is usually physical. I probably want to say Precipitates, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was pretty fun taking out the Grimmsnarl in one shot. But this Palkia comes in, I'm like, oof, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything to this. But it was a perfect switch into Gyarados because, you know, obviously it's probably gonna do some sort of water type attack or something. I thought. So it's gonna Terra water. So this is crazy. We got the second turn Terra into water, and they go for Surf. So I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. That probably would have done some pretty good damage. But that does nothing to Gyarados under the sun. So I'm thinking, all right, we got Hyper Beam, we got Hurricane, whatever, you know. I just thought, let's go for Hyper Beam. Why not? They go for Thunder. It misses. I'm like, holy crap. So I'm definitely going to be going down after this Hyper Beam. But we do land a Hyper Beam, which is amazing. Ooh. I feel like Hyper Beam, yeah, it's not doing as much damage as I would like. But if I had that Terra normal typing too, I just want to do that too with the Gyarados. Like, it could do that, you know. Because Hyper Beam, I feel like, is a move Gyarados uses. So anyways, they miss another Thunder. It's going so bad for this Palkia. I mean, yeah, I feel like my luck just transferred to this guy because I missed the 2 critical Terra Fire Blasts, and this guy's missing the Thunders. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna go for Thunder again. Let's go for Gyarados. I mean for Groudon. But I actually forgot that he's not ground anymore. So that did hit me, which is not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, this Palkia keeps getting some health back with leftovers, so it's kind of annoying. It's like bulky and stuff. I'm like, okay, let's just go for Earth Power. I probably could have gone for Solar Beam, but yeah, I actually switched out on a pretty terrible time because the sun went away. I was just like, whatever, I'll just let Groudon go down and something else could deal with this Palkia, you know. So now it is 1-1, okay. So it's not too bad, you know. We know what this Palkia is capable of. It's Terra Water. It's just terrible. So we have Arcanine. I'm thinking I'm definitely faster than this Palkia. Let's go for a nice Wild Charge. Let's see what else wants to come in. So yeah, I was pretty right. Something is going to come in. And they switch into Eternatus, which is not a bad play. Probably should have just gone for like the Rocky, you know, maybe. Because that probably would have taken down Palkia. Because, yeah, it was at pretty low health. And then this Eternatus wouldn't be like so bad. But you got to remember though, I think the Reflect is still up. So that's kind of what makes things kind of difficult. So I was like, okay, I'm going to save Arcanine since we're not doing like any damage. I kind of want to check it for the Palkia, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we're sending Skeletor. I was kind of expecting some big play, you know. And yeah, Dynamax Cannon, that's no joke. And this Eternatus is a pain in my butt too. So I'm kind of just hoping for a special attack drop, or I mean special defense drop for this Eternatus. Now the Reflect is gone, so I could do more damage with Arcanine. And it's going to go for another one. We survived though. Skeletor is just that Pokemon. But anyways, that Earth Power is a 3-hit KO, which is not too great. You know, if only had like a Hyper Voice up or like a Torch Song, you know, that'd been pretty good. So yeah, not too many opportunities for my Skeletor. Maybe if I like focused on it, I probably could make a better set or something, you know, like make a team around it, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so we sent in Chi-Yu. I was thinking we can go for a super effective Psychic. That would do some major damage. You know, that's if we live whatever attack. And so Dynamax is coming my way. I was thinking since Skeletor survived, I thought this Legendary probably could, and we could just take this out. So that's very good. So I was thinking maybe I could have just switched in Chi-Yu and we didn't have to lose Skeletor. But it's all good. You lose some, you win some. So in comes this freaking Darkrai. I was thinking, okay, I don't have much that really wants to deal with this. So I had a ballsy approach here. I was thinking, okay, I don't know what this Darkrai is gonna do. It might try to put me to sleep. It might try to hurt me. Who knows? It goes for nasty plot. So I was like, okay. I actually don't know how fast Darkrai is, but yeah, I don't speed check all the time. So it actually outsped me, and it went for Dark Void. So I was actually pretty lucky that we missed. Like, it missed because I would have been a goner. Sheesh, that Darkrai would have been a problem. Thank the Lord. Arcanine took it out, one shot. And then Zacian came in and took me out in one shot. So I had a plan here somewhat. We obviously get off the, Intimidate. And now we go for the Fire Blast, hoping to land something. And they actually play rough, and I get an attack drop, but it doesn't matter because I'm special. If only I was Terra, that probably would have done so much more damage too. It's fine. That's we used the ground on earlier. You win or lose, whatever. So this Zacian is a pain in the butt. Outspeeding everything I have. If only I got it burned, that would have been pretty great. I was thinking, okay, let's go Inferno. No chance I was outspeeding that. I got taken down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They're pretty much hitting the A button. Whatever. But I actually had a plan. Pyroar right here, my guys. Look at this. So, okay, we have 3 Pokemon down. I'm thinking, okay, let's go for Trailblaze. I definitely can't outspeed Zacian. So they go for that. Okay, we'll go for the Trailblaze. Doing some damage, barely anything, whatever. We do get the speed, okay? So now I'm thinking this is a perfect time to get the Fire Fang. Let's get some Moxie going. It doesn't KO. We don't get a flinch. What the hell, bro? That would have been the time for Pyroar to shine. Could have gone a Moxie boosted flinch, like sweep, reverse sweep. But yeah, Zacian's actually gonna prevail, proving to be the true king of Galar or some shit like that. Okay, on to the next battle. It's with Peachy. They got some nice Pokemon over there. Another Zacian. They got an Urshifu, a Cinderace. Okay, so this is totally fair, people. Don't worry, we got this. Okay, so Urshifu comes in. I'm thinking this is probably the water, so definitely have to lead out with Groudon. So I was kind of right, which is pretty great. I don't even know what could have came out. Preferably if like Zacian came out, I probably could have gone like Terra, Fire, and just try to do some damage. I have no idea. But yeah, so we're gonna go for Solar Beam. It takes out Urshifu actually in one shot, which is great. We don't have to worry about that. Amazing. They were not expecting the Choice Scarf. Okay, so now this Rillaboom comes in though. I'm like, oh, if I come back in, I will be able to do a nasty Solar Beam. Nasty. So we switch out into Gyarados. I have no idea what's really coming. What is this Rillaboom trying to do to me? I have no idea. So I thought maybe it might be physical. So we definitely want to hit off that Intimidate. It goes for Wind Hammer. Does some crazy damage. It actually did some pretty good damage considering like the minus attack, But I guess grassy terrain is pretty clutch. So I'm thinking it probably wants to switch out. Let's go for a strong Fire Blast in the sun. I know it's not the most accurate move in the world, but it's actually more accurate than Hurricane. And actually it was a pretty good prediction because Zacian comes in, although it's not the steel type, which kind of is a bummer. But we do land, so that's kind of appreciated. And we get the burn, which is even more appreciated. That's probably the best thing that's ever happened in this battle. So the burn's helping out, getting some damage. I'm thinking, okay, let's just go for a Hurricane, and it goes for a Swords Dance, trying to revitalize its attack. I'm like, okay, ballsy. Hurricane lands, okay, and we get a confusion. I'm like, Gyarados is not missing. Where were you, Gyarados, in the last battle? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, this Gyarados moody. That should be an ability, but I was thinking, let's go for Hyper Beam. Like, it's kind of just, it's done, it's set, and they actually hurt themselves, which is pretty hilarious. And yeah, so that's Zacian down. That was probably one of the most hilarious Zacian encounters I've had. But yeah, not they're probably not too happy about that. So Rillaboom comes back in. Now that they have a fresh, so I was thinking, I know they're gonna go for Wood Hammer, considering the damage that they did, plus the -1 attack. I'm like, they probably know that it will take me out, but they didn't think I was gonna Terra. So now we're gonna resist, the Wood Hammer, which is pretty good. I'm predicted right there. Oof, we barely lived that. And they get damage from recoil, but Gyarados. Missing at the most critical goddamn times. Every time I Terra Fire, it just like, it gets terrified and it just freaking misses. I'm like, what the hell, Gyarados? What the hell? We could have looked so good together. We could have had a career. Okay, so Rillaboom's gonna take down my Gyarados. Kind of just Terra for nothing, which, yeah, whatever. But now we have Groudon back, and now we can kind of just go for maybe some eruptions, or I don't even know. But yeah, I just went for eruption, take this Rillaboom down. Tired of seeing his face. And the Terra grass, even though it's not up at the field right now. But yeah, that was a critical hit. Definitely did not matter whatsoever. So in comes Cinderace. I'm thinking, well, nobody really wants to come into this thing, so I'm just gonna go for eruption. Hope for the best, and it does some pretty good damage, over half health. And they go for high jump kick, which, okay, that's gonna do some pretty good damage, over half health. But now that they are not resisting my eruption, we should be able to take this out. So that kind of works out just a little bit. Groudon putting in some hot work. Holy crap, it's hot. It's not hot actually where I am. It's very windy outside. Santana winds. There was a fire actually by my house. It was very smoky. And yeah, I don't mind though, because smoke is cool. I like barbecue smells. So anyways, Greninja came in. I switched out because I thought, who's going to take a water type attack the worst? And yeah, Arcanine. He's a goner. 4 times KO. Yeah, that's overkill. So I thought, okay, this thing, it's still sunny out, okay. Pyro can probably live. Let's go for a Trailblaze. Super effective, you know what I mean? Get that speed boost. And so yeah, that's kind of the plan. So we were actually faster, so maybe I could have gone for like, I don't know, Thunder Fang or something, which probably could have been better to flinch, because it has a higher chance, obviously. But they actually revealed to have weakness policy, and yeah, now I'm not going to be able to live that Hydro Pump. So I'm like, what the heck, man? This is just terrible. I honestly thought that Greninja was faster. This is what I'm talking about, the speed checks. Like, I just always over predicted, or like just did not check, you know what I mean? So we're going to put in Groudon back in. We can go for a Solar Beam. I was thinking, okay, why are they Terra? Because this Greninja is about to go down. Unless they're like Terra Steel. I actually had no idea. But they turned out to be Terra Water. I'm like, okay. I guess so. Like, I guess so. So it just made my confirmation of hitting Solar Beam even better. So we're definitely going to take that out. So yeah, get that thing out of my face. Greninja's gone. So, I mean, we both wasted our Terra, which is kind of hilarious. Like, we actually got nothing out of it, to be honest. Okay, well, I did. I survived an attack, but what, you got like some recoil damage. I'm pretty sure Groudon would have been able to take it out with an eruption anyways at full health. So actually this problem comes in, this freaking dog, man. This Houndstone, we do over half damage. That's really good, but it has last respects, and yeah, that's gonna clap my cheeks. So I actually forgot about this thing. Like, man, I just forgot. So I probably should have saved Groudon. But to be honest, I actually don't think I would have been able to do literally anything at this point, because I resisted that with Chi-Yu. I mean, granted, I'm not like bulky, but yeah, I wasn't even faster. So I'm like, that was my fastest Pokemon, and Skeledirge is weak to Ghost. So yeah, this was GG, you know, unless I somehow survived that. But yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. So shout out to this guy for having a great team. I forgot about last respects. I'm pretty sure that was choice specs, because what the heck. Chi-Yu is a very fast Pokemon. But yeah, thank you for the battle, Peachy. I appreciate it. On to the next one. It was a Japanese player. I will translate that with Google on the screen. So yeah. 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 Should I say yeah one more time? Okay. No. So I was thinking, what should we start off with? And I just thought Gyarados, I guess, would be a good choice. They start off with the shiny Greninja, www.Pikmin. I know it's like Pokemon.gg. But anyways, so yeah, they went for a nice lash. That did barely anything. I don't know why they keep going for that. They got intimidated. They probably should just switched out or something. But I just went for Hydro Pump. You know, nice and clean. A little bit more accurate than Hurricane. I thought, why not? So in comes Sparkles. I was probably should have predicted the Freeze Dry. But I just thought, I don't know. I didn't know what this Deli Bot was going to do. Or, what do they call it again? I forgot its official name. I'm so used to calling it Deli Bot on my profile though. Yeah. So I just thought, okay, Gyarados. Oh, sorry, Gyarados. Gyarados is gone. Groudon comes in. They're just gonna keep going for Hydro Pump, and they actually outspeed. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, this thing is massively, speeding. I'm pretty sure it increased its speed when it got in. So I was about to say fucking hashtag work life, hashtag slavery, hashtag. Anyways, yeah, I just said hashtag 4 times. Oh my god. So Ditto comes in. It's an imposter. This is terrible. So they got another shiny Pokemon somehow. Just because. And I just went for Solar Beam because didn't have much to lose, to be honest, and we actually outspeed it. So if this Ditto had Choice Scarf, we won the speed tie, fortunately. And that's Gyarados gone as a goner. So yeah, this Groudon, man, I'm telling you, good stuff. So in comes Mimikyu. I was like, I probably could just let Groudon die, but I kind of wanted to keep the sun up, maybe, So yeah, P-Rock probably could have been a great item, to be honest, but it's all good. Pyroar, I thought we can get maybe a flinch before anything happens. Plus, we're normal type, so we can miss those ghost type moves. So it goes for Swords Dance, pretty ballsy. I mean, whatever. It probably can go for like Shadow Sneak and stuff like that. Maybe that was probably the idea or something. So we're gonna break that disguise. Busted. It's like a costume for Halloween. Mimikyu is wearing a costume all year, so that's kind of cool. I just kind of thought about that. So I thought this would be a good time to Terra Fire since it stayed in and stuff. So they actually went for, I don't know, something. But in comes Sparky. So I'm thinking, is this a legit shiny that they got? I don't know. But this is gonna resist, so that's not good. But look at this King of the Jungle though. The lion. Okay. My voice cracks sometimes. Okay, people. So Fire Fang did pretty much donkeys, and the sun. The sun's gonna go out at a pretty critical time too. So I really need a flinch. We go for Headbutt, nothing. Axris goes for Earthquake. We get taken down in one shot. So much for the King of the Jungle. This guy is Simba. He's Simba. He's dead. Okay. Anywho, so I thought this was the perfect time to send in Groudon again. See what's up. Maybe we can go for some ancient powers. I did see that they had like a Charizard in the back, so I thought, yeah, that's probably the best move. Let's go for that. Let's try to get some special defense going or speed. This is gonna go for Earthquake, and we actually lived that somehow. I don't know. Pyroar just sucks, I guess. It's just crazy the difference between some Pokemon defenses and HP and stuff, right? So yeah, Mimikyu is gonna come back in. I was like, okay, let's go for Ancient Power, but they actually finished me off with Shadow Sneak. Wow, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had Shadow Sneak. So we actually have Arcanine though. We should be able to live anything. Go some Furious Flare Blitz. And they're gonna go for Shadow Sneak, trying to get some damage off, I guess, which is kind of cool, I guess. Whatever. They probably were gonna get outsped, so that's a pretty smart move. So there goes the Mimikyu. In comes Monforge.com, which is the shiny Gyarados, looking very clean and not hacked. So they're actually gonna Terra though. I'm like, what the? Okay. This is their final Pokemon. It's a Dragon type. It's actually Fire though. We both had a Terra Fire Pokemon. What the heck? I mean, probably not all their Pokemon, but we share a mutual. And they actually had the Charizard with an Earthquake. No way. I keep a Charizard with Earthquake too. But yeah. So that's pretty crazy. This Charizard took me down. So I have Skeleturge. I'm thinking I could definitely survive an earthquake. We still have another Pokemon in the back, so I was thinking, let's go for my own Earth power. See like who can take it better. You know what I'm saying? Who could take it better? And Skeletors can take it better, and they cancel the battle. So that was pretty funny. So on to the next battle. This is against Cold, and this is I think the final battle. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. So they send in Hypno, which okay, that's fine. I send in Groudon. This was probably a good time to Terra Fire and just go Eruption, but or maybe I should have just gone for Earth Power to be honest. But yeah, we just went for the Eruption, see what happens. Does some pretty good damage. They're gonna go for Toxic, which kind of sucks, but it makes me think, oh, I could probably save Gyarados or Groudon. I keep calling him Gyarados, Gyarados. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Almost the same thing, just because it starts with G. So we're gonna take some toxic damage. We're gonna take out the Hypno. Terrible Hypno. I was scared of getting, Hypnosis or something. That would have been pretty bad. And yeah, sun's looking bright and up and stuff. In comes the Poliwrath. I hope they don't know that I am Choice, so I'm actually gonna switch out. Perfect time to go into Gyarados though, because this is just the perfect counter. You know what I'm saying? And I always resist those water types even more with the sun up, depending on what the Poliwrath wants to do. But it's actually a double switch. I'm like, okay. I don't know if they knew that was gonna happen or anything, but it's fine. So Corviknight comes in. I'm thinking, okay, I can go in for a powerful Fire Blast. Let's just go for that. And it lands, which is pretty great. And so they go for Bulk Up. I'm like, what the heck? Why are you doing this, bro? Like, why are you doing this? 1 second. Okay, let's finish this up. I gotta go to the bathroom. Anyways, so Corviknight comes in, went for the Bulk Up. We go for another Fire Blast. Gyarados is somehow not missing. I don't know how the fuck that's happening. But let's be grateful. Sorry for the cursing. Anyways, Golem comes in. Oh my goodness, this thing is scary. It doesn't know I have Hydro Pump. I am also Water type Pokemon. Just a Fire type Pokemon in disguise. It has Sturdy though, and that was a critical hit, which is pretty cool that we got the critical. Not that it mattered. Obviously 4 times effective. This thing's special defense is probably super ass. I should try to make a Golem that is like trying to live grass and water type attack moves. How do you even do that? You can't, honestly, to be honest. Okay. So they decided to set up the Stealth Rocks. I'm like, okay, whatever. We went for Fire Blast because it was actually one of our most accurate moves. So I'm thinking, okay, so now that Jolteon's in, let's try to go into Groudon because we definitely feel an electric attack coming. Electric feel. Isn't that by MT or something? I don't know. Anyways, they set up in a light screen, which is kind of terrible because I rely on the special moves on some of my Pokemon. So we're gonna go for Earth Power. It's super effective. This Groudon's toxicated. It's not like it really matters all that much. They're gonna go for a Terra though. I'm like, what the? Okay. So Terra, normal, Jolteon. I'm thinking, do they have Facade? What's going on here? I don't even know. And yeah, so we actually outspeed though at Jolteon. Amazing. Somehow. And then they go for Hyper Beam. I'm like, no way. Hyper Beam, Jolteon. And that takes out Groudon. Wow. Just wow. I applaud this guy. Freaking normal Jolteon. Okay, so this time I was like, okay, we're going to take advantage of the sun. Jolteon has to recharge this time. Let's go for the Torch Song. Should be pretty good. I don't know if it's going to be enough to take it out, but yeah, it really wasn't. So, but now the next time we can with the double whammy special attack. So we're gonna live those Shadow Balls because we're all about that. Jolteon actually has, I didn't really notice that it had the Life Orb, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, we're gonna take it out though, and Jolteon is as good as gone, which is pretty great. So this is not looking too terrible for me. I'm not gonna even lie, but you guys will see that I made a grave mistake later. So Poliwrath comes in, we go for Shadow Ball. Somehow we outspeed. That's kind of insane. And it was a critical hit. I don't know if that mattered, It kind of might have if the light screen was still up. So actually, yeah, it might have mattered. We were like at +3, so whatever. So Infernape comes in. It's, I don't know what it's gonna do, but it's gonna go for Thunder Punch and take me down. Oh guys, I saw the Thunder Punch and I just knew what I had to do. I had to go into Gyarados because I knew it was gonna do Thunder Punch, okay? But it doesn't know that I'm actually Terra-Fire, okay? Which should be terrified. We're gonna intimidate them, so they're gonna be a little bit. So right here, I actually thought long and hard. Okay, I remember when the Jolteon Terra normaled and they Hyper Beamed. Okay, I have Hyper Beam. I should have gone for Hurricane. I'm so stupid. Oh no. So that was a pretty terrible mistake. You guys will see that this Infernape, spoilers, survives. Okay. But so it was a pretty good idea on my part for me to go for the Terra Fire. Because we're going to live that Thunder Punch super easy. So we went for Hyper Beam thinking that, okay, this Infernape is kind of low health. Let's go for it. Oh, actually it wasn't, but oh my god. We just did it because, okay. And then, anywho, I actually started going for Drain Punch, which was pretty annoying. And actually all my other Pokemon, they take that pretty terribly. So yeah, so Chi-Yu got taken down. I actually switched out Gyarados because I was trying to get another Intimidate, but I didn't know that, like, yeah, I should have known the freaking Stealth Rocks were gonna get me. I mean, it didn't really matter. At this point it was GG. I fudged around too much. I should have gone for Hurricane, and then if it missed, I could have gone for another one even, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was kind of my bad. Arcanine, I wish I could outspeed. Maybe then I would have been able to take it down, but yeah. Arcanine goes down. That's my second last Pokemon. And I think this is like Arcanine and Chi-Yu are like two of my fast Pokemon. Of course, Groudon too. And then Pyroar as well. I was like, okay, so this is my final Gambit because Pyroar is actually one of my fast Pokemon too. So I was thinking, okay, this thing's probably faster than me. Let's go for Trailblaze, you know, if I somehow survive. Somehow it's faster. I'm like, ain't no way. I could have gone for Headbutt or something, you know what I'm saying? So we actually got a crazy flinch, and now we're going to go for the Headbutt, though, and try to get another flinch, see how much damage we do. And we don't get the freaking flinch. Every time I use the move with the freaking flinch, it just never happens. I'm so pissed. Whatever. It was GG's. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. We'll try to upload more. Next one will be like a Pikachu team just for Shadow. Okay, see you.